where he forgot the names of people in his cabinet and generally dissembled as he seemed feeble and addled.
David Pakman just exposed Mango Mussolini on live TV, and Trump is throwing tantrums.
Pour, as Donald Trump is saying, hundreds of millions of dollars into just saying to kids, drugs are bad.
Hundreds of millions of dollars advertising how bad drugs are so that kids don't use them, that they chew up your brain, they destroy your teeth, your skin, your everything.
But wait, there's more. Our favorite orange turd thinks telling kids drugs are bad will solve the opioid crisis. Ever seen a president forget his own team? Trump's latest Miami mishap is like a game of guess who gone wrong.
Trump insisting this is the plan.
Quick favor before we move on. If you appreciate this content, consider giving this video a like and subscribing to the channel. Because why use evidence when you can just wing it, right?
Trump says, we're just gonna tell kids drugs are bad, okay?
Poor Trumpy's trying to recall names like he's solving a Rubik's Cube blindfolded while riding a unicycle. Talk about a memory malfunction. Picture this, our favorite orange turd at a fancy Miami shindig, sweating more than a snowman in Florida. Why? He's playing an unintended game of Guess Who with his own cabinet. Spoiler alert, he doesn't. Trump stumbles through names like a drunk elephant in a china shop. He mixes up Pompeo with Popeye and Mnuchin with Munchkin. As the crowd watches, you can almost hear their collective thoughts. Will he remember anyone beyond that guy with the hair? Trump's been forgetting names more often than he tweets.
Yesterday at a so-called investor conference in Miami, where he forgot the names of people in his cabinet.
The audience squirms as he fumbles through introductions, calling everyone a great guy to cover his tracks. It's like his brain's gone on vacation without leaving a forwarding address. But let's be real, folks. This isn't just a one-time oopsie. It's like his brain's playing hide and seek with basic facts and losing every single time. Maybe he's playing 4D chess and we're all just too dumb to see it. Or maybe, just maybe, his brain cells are jumping ship faster than rats on the Titanic. It's his go-to move when his memory decides to take a coffee break. Now, let's explore the art of Trump's name forgetting. Is it strategy or senility? Either way, it's a spectacle that would make even the most forgetful goldfish feel like a memory champion. Trump's memory lapses are becoming more frequent than his golf trips, and that's saying something. Every time he tries to remember a name, you'd think with all that stable genius energy, he'd at least remember the people he hired and fired faster than a reality TV show host. It's like his brain's been replaced with a magic 8 ball, but instead of giving answers, it just says, ask again later. And by brilliant, I mean it's about as well thought out as using a sieve to bail out the Titanic. It's almost impressive how he can forget his own cabinet members' names, but still remember his half-baked ideas for national policy. But wait, there's more. Just when you think Trump's brain has gone completely AWOL, he pulls out a brilliant plan to solve America's drug problem. And as Trump continues his merry dance of forgetfulness, you can't help but wonder, is this the same guy who claimed he could ace a cognitive test? Maybe he should start writing his plans on his hand. You know, like a certain other politician we all love to mock. Maybe someone should remind him that person, woman, man, camera, TV isn't actually the solution to all of life's problems. And this time he's taking us on a trip down memory lane. But don't worry, it's not because he's finally remembered where he left his marbles. At this rate, he might start introducing himself as that guy from The Apprentice because he can't remember his own name. Picture this, Trump in all his spray-tanned glory standing at a podium and proclaiming, drugs are bad, McKay. That's right. No, Trump's got a brand new plan to solve America's drug problem, and it's so cutting edge, it might as well be from the Stone Age. Revolutionary stuff, right? It's like he's channeling his inner Nancy Reagan, complete with the outdated hairstyle. Our stable genius has stumbled upon the groundbreaking idea of just telling kids not to do drugs. Experts are scratching their heads so hard they might need hair plugs soon. They're wondering if Trump's been living under a rock since the 80s, or if he's just been too busy watching reruns of Miami Vice to notice that the world has moved on. But wait, there's more. Grumpy Trumpy wants to invest hundreds of millions of dollars in advertising to spread this earth-shattering message, because nothing says fiscal responsibility like throwing a boatload of cash at a strategy that's about as effective as using a sieve to bail out the Titanic. You see, the original Just Say No campaign, launched by Nancy Reagan, was based on the idea that simple messaging could deter drug use.
Pour, as Donald Trump is saying, hundreds of millions of dollars into just saying to kids, drugs are bad.
Spoiler alert, it didn't work. But don't tell that to Trump. He's insisting this plan will work better than sliced bread. Because who needs evidence-based policies when you can just rehash old failures? It's like he's trying to make America great again by making it 1985 again. Let's break down the numbers, shall we? Trump wants to spend millions on this Just Say No 2.0 campaign. When it comes to tackling the drug crisis, Trump's policy is about as effective as bringing a spoon to a gunfight. While experts are talking about comprehensive drug education, prevention strategies, and addressing the root causes of addiction. That's millions of taxpayer dollars that could be spent on, actual drug prevention programs that work. Or maybe fixing the potholes that are deeper than Trump's understanding of complex issues. It's like he's trying to put out a forest fire with a water pistol. But hey, let's give credit where credit is due. Trump's nostalgic trip down memory lane is impressive. Trump's over here thinking we can solve it all with a catchy slogan and some TV ads. It takes real talent to ignore decades of research and failed policies. It's like he's got a superpower for selective amnesia. Maybe that's why he can't remember his own cabinet members. The end.
Literally dissembled as he seemed feeble and addled. Certainly low energy.
Can you imagine Trump's ideal anti-drug ad? Picture this. A stern-looking Trump, is there any other kind, staring directly into the camera, his hair defying gravity as usual, saying, drugs bad, Trump good. Cut to an eagle shedding a single tear as it soars over Mount Rushmore, with Trump's face hastily carved in, of course. It's that it shows how he approaches all complex issues. Got a problem? Just throw money at it and hope it goes away. That's right, millions. I guess all those centenarians in Florida were just the tip of the iceberg. Apparently, our favorite orange turd has discovered a shocking scandal that would make even Marty McFly's head spin. According to Trump, there are millions of people over 150 years old cashing in on Social Security checks. Trump claims there are 3.5 million people from the 140 to 149 years old, and 1.3 million people are on Social Security from the age 150 to 159.
About millions of people older than 150 receiving fraudulent Social Security payments.
Trump insists there are over 130,000 people listed as being on Social Security over the age of 160. I don't know about you, but I'm starting to think Trump's been watching too many vampire movies. Wow, who knew the Fountain of Youth was actually a government benefits program? But hold on to your dentures because it gets even better. Maybe he thinks Edward Cullen is collecting a monthly check.
When will we get proof that people that a million people age 160 are getting payments?
3.5 million people from the age 140 to 149 years old. 1.3 million people.
Maybe this super senior was best buds with George Washington and decided to stick around to see how the whole America thing turned out.
The answer is never, because it's not happening.
The cherry on top of this senile sundae. Trump claims there's one person who's 360 years old receiving benefits. 360. I guess Paul Revere's midnight ride was actually to the Social Security office. Now, I know what you're thinking. No. But wait, didn't Social Security start in the 1930s? How could someone born in the 1660s be collecting benefits?
Which is approximately 110 years older than our country.
That's going to be really difficult to believe.
And over 130,000 people are on Social Security over the age of 160 years old, okay?
Right.
Well, congratulations. You've already put more thought into this than the President of the United States. It's almost like Trump's understanding of history is as fuzzy as his memory of which country his wife is from. I'm picturing nursing homes filled with seniors who remember the Revolutionary War firsthand. Back in my day, we didn't have Twitter. We had to trash talk the British face to face. Let's break down these numbers for a second. If Trump's right, there are more impossibly old people in America than there are alligators in Florida.
They could go, look, here's 1,000 people who would be 220 years old. Okay, but do you have proof they're getting Social Security money right now? I believe we will never get that.
As public perception of Trump's competence takes a nosedive faster than his approval ratings, even his supporters are starting to scratch their heads. Let's not forget the power of political satire, folks. Those late-night comedians aren't just cracking jokes for fun. They're actually shaping voter opinions. Every time Trump fumbles through a speech like a bull in a verbal china shop. Though as Grumpy Trumpy continues his gaff-tastic tour, we're left wondering, is he telling the jokes, or is he becoming the punchline of American democracy? Either way, it's a comedy special we can't seem to turn off, even if we wanted to.